A new fun applique is to do a cutaway on the edge where satin stitching will be placed. I'll begin with the athletic block, and I am in Design Shop Pro version 12. And I want my letter to be about, let's go 8 inches in height. So I'll place my letter. Let's use a Y. No, that would be a K for Kingfisher. So I'll place my letter, then I'll touch Enter on my keyboard, and that places the letter. Now, I want to do a cutaway that the lettering will sit into. But you can't cut away a letter. You need to convert it to an object. So I'm going to convert this to a complex fill, and I'm going to replace the original satin stitch letter that is too large to sew anyway. This stroke is far too wide to sew properly. So let's replace that. And it is now, if I look at it in a true view, it's a fill stitch all the way through. Well, I will be able to cut away a fill stitch like I plan to do. All right. Now, Kingfisher, their team mascot is the Yellow Jackets. A lot of times they use just Jackets as a nickname. Let's take and change the size of this to about 1 1/4. And I was thinking that Melco had some fun. Let's look at Hillmont, and let's get another color. .25, okay. We'll type Jackets. That's cute. And it's kind of small. I'll select this. Let's make it a little bit bigger. I'd like it to be broader. What can I do about that? Pull offset. Let's use the arrow so we can control it. Too much. Let's go 1. Okay. It might be a little thick. Let's go with it for now. The next thing I'll do is draw a border around this. I think this is new to version 12, and I'm really enjoying it. I want a walk normal, and I want strict outlining. It defaults to relaxed, and that just kind of draws a cloud around it. This is more contoured when I go to strict, and I have moved my offset to 6 millimeters. I just need 1. I don't want to include holes. I love this. It defaults somewhere in here, and this is really going to cause you problems when you go to adding, if I wanted to add a satin stitch. But this smooths it out to give you a nice contour. Okay. And I think I'd already saved this as my default to use. And that can be changed, of course. We'll say okay. Now, to make a cutout of this applique, I'm going to change this walk normal stitch into the complex fill again. And we'll go ahead and replace it. Let's give this another color just so we can keep track of what's what. Okay. Now I'm holding control to grab both of these, and then I'll turn it 90 degrees. And this is going to sit right along the K side where I want it. Somewhere in there, I think. That's pretty nice. Okay. I'm going to hide my lettering so that it doesn't. It's under operations. No, it's under show. Hide selected. I don't want my cutout to take away my lettering that I am going to use. Now, I keep getting this reversed. I think first I select the background that I will be cutting, hold my control key, and select it's like a cookie cutter. And then I will use the subtract elements, and look what it's done. My K has now changed the contour. I won't be using this time. At times I'll use it as an outline to when I want to bring in a third color, but I'm going to delete this from here. We want to now show the lettering. So under show, we'll say show selected, and it's back. The K is a fill, and so you could sew that, but what if we did an applique instead? So with it selected, I'll merely take one click and it changes it to an applique. Now, I want to get some color stops in here. Their colors are a navy. Let's do that. And touching 0 so that I can see everything on my screen. This is a rather large applique. It's going to fill the front of a sweatshirt. If I touch 1, I get a better idea of how large this will be. Touch 0 now. And let's run the stitch player. They call it slow redraw. Okay. So there's my placement. There's my tack down. There's the finish top edge. Oop. And I found that I can change. I like my placement to be a little bit more of an open stitch. My placement, I usually use a 4mm. My tack down, again, I might use 4mm. So this will be more of this is actually a tackle twill. And it will be more open. Oh boy, it went fast on that last part. Slow it down. Control the speed. That last satin stitch sews so fast, but it sews jackets on the side. I'll go back and make minor changes so that it stitches more like I prefer. Let's put this up. And why it's backing up on me each time. It just starts over. Goodness. Well, anyway, in the applique settings, you can also change this color to represent what fabric you're going to be using. But play with this one some more. Thanks for watching.